Okay, this is part of the series of basic belly tightening holds that I'm working on here. And this is using the hollow body hold, which is basically holding the tension of the muscles that wrap around your midsection and around the low ribs. Now, this is going to be kneeling, and when you're upright, it's more difficult to tune into those muscles. So you're going to have to work this out and feel things out as best you can. So what's going to happen is you're going to be on your knees, kneeling, pulling everything in. So belly pulled in, pull the ribs in. A yoga cue that might help is tucking your tailbone, and you want you basically feel the tailbone go down, and that'll help to keep things pulled in. You don't want to have the arch in your low back. You're trying to get rid of that to hold on to your engagement. Now, as you're doing that, it can help if you bring your chin in toward your chest, bring the shoulders forward, and round your spine from the upper and mid back, but focus on the sensation here in your midsection. That's what we're trying to hold on to. And if you want to add on to this, you can just keep your arms at your sides, maybe make your hands into fists. You can even reach your arms forward, but you don't want the tension to go across the shoulders so much. I'm going to have my hands behind my head. Now, to really make sure you're engaging that tension, what I try to imagine while I'm doing this is I'm tensing up enough that the muscles of my abdomen start to curl my rib cage in underneath my lungs. And if that's a metaphor or analogy that's going to work for you, I hope it's helpful. You might have to think of something of your own to really dial into that. And keep in mind, this is a little bit tricky to come into. So try to find that position as best you can. And once you start to feel this, we're just going to go back and forth through this here. There's going to be 10 rounds. So my timer will start with a 5-second lead up so you can set up your position. And it's 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, 10 rounds take less than 5 minutes. So go ahead and get ready. I'm going to press the button here. You got 5 seconds. So into kneeling. I got my hands behind my head, ribs pulled in, low back rounded, belly pulled in, and just hold. This is round number 1. So pull in tight and really think about lengthening out your low back. So you're not letting it come forward at all. Keep the belly pulled in tight. Keep that tension as much as you can. And at the same time, I'm even trying to squeeze my knees in toward each other. Then relax for a moment. It's not too long. The 10 seconds goes fast, keep in mind. And reset. Again, belly pulled in, tuck your tailbone down, and just hold. Keep the ribs drawn in tight and try to squeeze them in and pull them up. Inward and up, I guess would be the way to say it. I'm still trying to squeeze my knees toward each other. 3, 2, 1, and I'll bring it down. And just breathe freely for a moment. Maybe let the weight come to your belly for a moment just to let go for some relief. Reset. Round number 3. And again, just pulling in. Find that tension. Tune into it. Hold it. Three, 2, 1. All right, I got 7 more of these. It goes pretty quick though. All right, reset. Again, pull in from the rib cage. Pull in from the belly. And again, I do think it's helpful to squeeze my knees toward each other. Engages the base of the pelvis as well. 3, 2, 1, let go. I believe the next one's going to be number 5, maybe? All right, reset. Remember, hollow out your belly. Round the low back a little bit. Take the arch out at the very least. 3, 2, 1, let it go. Halfway through, there's going to be 5 more. All right, reset. Keep the tension, keep everything pulled in. Try not to slack. It's not going to be too long. Already halfway there. Three, 2, 1. All right, on for the next one. 3, 2, 1. Let's see, just 3 more. Here we go. Pull in. And again, try to squeeze the knees toward each other. Keep the low ribs squeezing in. Hollow out your belly. You're breathing into your chest while you hold this. Three, 2, 1. And just 2 more left. Reset. And I can feel all that tension drawing in from all around my rib cage, even from underneath my armpits as I'm holding this. Three, 2, 1. All right, we got 1 left. Reset. All right, so the last one. Be sure you're tensing into it. Belly in, low back rounded. You're probably feeling tension in your glutes, squeezing knees toward each other. And 3, 2, 1. All right, and that is done. So I know it's hard to engage in that position, but keep in mind, part of what you're doing is basically more aggressively tightening around your belly, but learning to hold that in positions where you're doing it more out of basically just mental control rather than the mechanics of the position. It's a lot easier to do it when you're on your back. Once you come up toward vertical, it's much more of a challenge to tune into that. So that's part of the value of this exercise as well. So yeah, again, hope you enjoyed that. Hope you're burning a little bit.